Trump advisors say they advised him election fraud claims had been illegitimate. Washington top advisors to then-President Trump instructed him that his claims of vast election fraud have been no longer valid and could now not reverse his election loss, according to video testimony aired on Monday by way of the committee investigating the January 6, 2021, revolt on the U.S. Capitol. The Democratic House of Representatives panel made the case that Trump determined to assert that the 2020 presidential election turned into stolen from him, even though lots of his staffers stated that Democrat Joe Biden had received greater votes. He and his closest advisors knew those claims have been false, however they persevered to peddle them anyway, proper up till the moments before a mob of Trump supporters attacked the Capitol, Democratic Representative Zoe Lofgren told the panel in its second hearing. In video testimony, Trump's former Attorney General William Barr bluntly disregarded claims of fraud as bullshit and loopy stuff. If he clearly believes this stuff, he has become indifferent from truth, Barr said. Trump has denied wrongdoing, and has repeatedly insisted that he did no longer lose, dismissing the Select Committee investigation as a political witch hunt. The hearing was delayed for approximately 45 minutes after William Stempien, Trump's campaign supervisor in the very last few months of the White House race, pulled out on the ultimate minute, citing a circle of relatives emergency as his wife went into exertions. The committee aired video pictures of Stempien's testimony to investigators instead, together with photos from different close Trump aides along with his daughter Ivanka describing events on Election Day when Trump was informed that it changed into too early to declare victory. It becoming clean that the race might now not be called on election night time, Ivanka Trump said. Stempien stated his advice became for Trump to say votes had been nonetheless being counted. It turned into too early to name the election, however he was pleased with the race he had run. Matthew Morgan, leader attorney of Trump's campaign, said in video testimony that any claims of fraud might not alternate the final results of election. No legitimate argument. The panel is retaining the hearings to discuss preliminary findings of its nearly year-long investigation into the events of January 6, when lots of Trump supporters attacked the Capitol as Vice President Mike Pence and lawmakers met to certify Biden's victory. The Trump marketing campaign prison crew knew there was no valid argument for fraud, irregularities or whatever to overturn the election, Republican Representative Liz Cheney, the panel's vice chairperson, said. Monday's session accompanied a blockbuster listening to on Thursday night time proposing testimony displaying that close Trump allies even Ivanka rejected his fake claims of vote-casting fraud. Nearly 20 million Americans watched the unusual hearing aired inside the primetime top television viewing hours. Trump has denied wrongdoing and he and his supporters disregard the Democratic Select Committee as a political witch hunt. Democrats name it an essential investigation into a horrible and lethal event and say House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi desired a bipartisan unbiased commission but Republicans refused. Chris Steyerwalt, a former political editor at Fox News, defined the network's early name that Trump had misplaced the swing state of Arizona, which witnesses said angered Trump's crew. Witnesses scheduled to testify inside the hearing room later on Monday included conservative Republican election legal professional Ben Ginsberg, Byung Jae, BJ, Pak, who resigned as U.S. Attorney in Atlanta as Trump's camp wondered Georgia's election outcomes, and Al Schmidt, the only Republican on Philadelphia's elections board who have become a goal of assaults after he defended the integrity of the 2020 vote. Georgia and Pennsylvania were among states that sponsored Trump inside the 2016 election, but went for Biden in 2020. They have been a focus of the unfounded assertions of election fraud. 4 humans died the day of the attack, one fatally shot by means of police and the others of herbal reasons. Some 140 police officers had been injured, and one died tomorrow. 4 officials later died with the aid of suicide. Nearly 850 people were arrested for crimes related to the rebellion, including more than 250 charged with assaulting or impeding regulation enforcement.